Master Mother here. Welcome to the Hour of the Beast. I wanted to talk about happiness and my complete inability to seem to find any at all. It's a crazy thing because I see other people and they go out and they have a nice time and they go to restaurants and they go on holidays, they go to cinemas, they go to parties, they go to gigs, they go to concerts, they go to pubs, I don't know, wherever. They go on walks and things like that. And for me personally, and again, this has been a gradual decline over, X amount of years, I've just gone from having moments of happiness to having just a flat line, just absolutely nothing at all, no happiness in my life. And I go from literally day in and day out, maybe a slight exaggeration there, because I could say to you that closest I get to happiness is when I run my bath in the evening. My bath never gets old, so that is the one thing. I run my bath, and that's a kind of split for me in the day. When I get into the nice hot water, I do feel a feeling of happiness actually, so any apologies saying I don't feel any happiness at all. It's me with my hyperboles, but I have my iPad there, I watch a little bit of Netflix, and for that half an hour that I'm in the bath, that is the best time of the day for me. For all of us that suffer with depression, well, not all of us, sorry, but for a lot of us that suffer with depression, the evenings are usually better for me than the daytime. Even though technically speaking I'd be a lot more productive in the daytime, I feel better in the evenings but don't have the energy or the incentive or the willpower or the strength or the desire to carry on working, to 2 or 3 in the morning. I don't want to really do that. So apart from my bath and before I go to sleep, I seem to be able to escape any form of happiness. So everything I do is just feels flat and lifeless and emotionless to me. I've had a gradual decline also in my ability to eat normally, and a couple of 2 or 3 years ago I used to very much look forward to waking up in the morning, because the one thing that I would experience is some hunger, and I used to come downstairs and make my cappuccino, and I'd have some potato cakes for breakfast or croissants with jam, and sometimes I'd have them with cheese, and I absolutely loved it and I looked forward to it, and it really was a good start to my day. And I suppose, I don't know, but maybe the menopause has knocked all of that out for me. And when I wake up, I have no appetite at all. There's no chance I'm going to be able to eat in the morning. I'm lucky if I can enjoy my cappuccino. Again, it's a gradual decline. Don't know why it's happened to me. I'm just guessing it's the menopause. Today, for example, I've eaten absolutely nothing because I just really wasn't feeling 100% and had no appetite at all. Did have my cappuccino and my fruit juice, and I've had 2 milkshakes. Again, I'm grateful that I can even afford to buy the milkshakes. It's funny, I can look around me and everything I've done, I'm not really grateful for it, but I am grateful that I've got, fresh water in the tap, and I've got enough money to, if I want to buy some milkshakes, I can buy them, and they're just available for me to even drink, because I don't know what would happen to me if I wasn't getting that extra bit of protein and calcium. And I'm a vegetarian, but I, unfortunately, for my survival reasons, I've still been, drinking cow's milk, which I don't really want to do at all. But I don't want to be glugging down so much soya milk either. And I know there's alternatives like almond milk, and again, I have to do the research because I haven't looked into it. But those are the things that made me happy. It made me happy to get up and have my croissants in the morning. I just did more. Just a few years ago, I was so much more productive. And the other problem I'm having is I am more productive, strangely, in the winter than in the summer. I've been programmed living here for the 8 years I've been here. Every single summer I wait until the spring, summer comes around, and I'm outside, and I've been developing the land, working on something, building something, doing something, and it's pretty much all done. There are a few things to do, but I deliberately haven't gone out there this year. I've done a few things, but I haven't gone out there this year, dedicating my summer to being outside, which is pretty nice, because I've got all the the content creation to do. I cannot go out there and do this as well. It is literally impossible. There's not enough hours in the day. If I didn't procrastinate for a single second, there's still not enough hours in the day for me. Do I feel happier out there working? Yes, I do. It's a beautiful distraction. I'm close to nature. You know, I'm hearing the birds all the time. I'm listening and watching the canal barges going past on the canal. And I'm just with nature. I've got the wind blowing in my hair. I'm physically working, physically active all the time when I'm out there, and I accomplish something because I'm actually building and doing something with my hands. This is hard all by myself, talking into a camera, and then I've got to edit all this footage, and then I've got to, create a thumbnail for it, and I've got to publish it up on YouTube, and then add the thumbnail, and then decide when to post it. It is a very lonely, strange existence, doing this kind of thing yourself, actually. So I would love to be able to discover more happiness in my life, and I just keep hoping and pushing that the next bit of success I will get, maybe I will feel happy for 5 minutes, but I'm not sure. I think the other times that I felt happy, or other comments, the comments I get from people, the positive comments, when people are basically, when they're saying, we feel like you, I feel depressed, I feel anxious, I don't want to go out. When you realise you're not alone, and there actually are other people out there who feel like you, then that is a connection. I'm not saying it makes me happy that other people are miserable like me, it doesn't, but it's a connection and it's a warmth, and it fills my heart up anyway. And even the negative comments, they strangely don't perturb me the way they should do, because I do use negative things to spur me on to do more positive things. And I suppose that's a good trait of my personality, that I've been bullied so much in my life. And when I was a child, I really got bullied really badly. And come on, I don't really fit in. So I do have some good friends, but I'm not, I know I'm not a stereotypical normal kind of, but look at me, I've got a freaking mask on to start with, right? It's not so easy for me to fit in anyway. I'm not bothered if people give me horrible comments. I just think to myself, well, they're lacking awareness and insight, because we don't throw horrible comments at people. If we don't like something, we don't watch it, or if we do watch it, we just don't comment. So anybody that goes out their way to watch your rubbish and then comment to tell you it's rubbish, well, what does that say about them? And I've got no bad feeling about them, but what does it say? I just wanted to share that happiness is elusive to me, and I wish I could grab it and put it in my pocket and do something with it. Here's to hoping I shall find some more moments of happiness. Gotta say just before we go that I don't think happiness is a resting state that we all should naturally be in all of the time, because I don't think evolution has wired us up that way. In fact, if we were just happy all of the time, then all our babies would have wandered off and fallen off the edge of a cliff or got eaten by tigers and things. So I think that, anxiety and depression, unfortunately, is quite normal, and some level of fear and stress and worry is also natural and normal. To be in a state of constant happiness all of the time, I don't think is attainable. Even if I was, like a Buddhist monk, and I didn't do anything apart from meditate, or not anything. I mean, the monks do a lot of things. They don't just meditate, but they spend their whole lives trying to balance their emotions. That's the point. They spend their whole lives trying to balance their emotions. I'm a huge fan of the Dalai Lama, and I've read, his work. I've listened to a lot of his teachings. Even he experiences anger and sadness and all the different emotions. And joy and happiness is a wonderful thing if you can get your hands on it. Anyway, from the Hour of the Beast, until the next time.